If you have a minute, I want to talk to you. Yes, you, my self-taught pianist. I see you. I see you grinding it out, watching tutorials, pausing videos, and trying to piece it all together. Man, your passion is incredible, and I have so much respect for your journey. But because I care about your progress, I have to be honest. There are a series of, well, let's just call them traps that almost every self-taught player falls into. They are not your fault. They are just a result of learning without a guide by your side. So today, we are going to expose those traps, and more importantly, I am going to give you a rope to climb right out of them. Ready? But before I give you that rope, there is another rope you haven't yet seen. Oh, would you look at that? Come on, guys. The stats say a lot of you are not yet subscribed. So, you know what to do. Hit that button. All right, let's get into it. By now, you have an idea of what I'm talking about. You are trying to play a fast passage, but suddenly your shoulders are up your ears. Your wrists are locked solid. Your forearms feel like stone. This is a huge problem. Tension is the enemy of good piano playing. It makes you stiff and slow. It makes your playing sound harsh and clunky. And worst of all, it can lead to injury. We definitely do not want that. Try this right now. Put your hand over the keys and just let it go completely limp. Then lift your arm up to about a foot. Keep it relaxed and just let it drop onto the keys. Hear that sound? That's the sound of gravity and your natural arm weight, not muscle. So from now on, before you play, take a deep breath, shake out your hands, and consciously tell your shoulders, arms, and wrists to relax. Your playing will instantly sound and feel better. This one trap is very sneaky. It can go unnoticed for years. Poor rhythm. You might think you are playing a piece correctly, but if the rhythm is off, the whole song falls apart. It's like telling a great story, but pausing in all the wrong place. You see how that felt? The trap here is just relying on feeling the rhythm instead of actually counting it. Our internal clock can be, well, a little unreliable, especially when you're self-taught. This is going to sound scary to some of you, but I promise you it's not. You need a metronome. The little device is not your enemy, it's your best friend. Start slow. I mean, painfully slow. Set it to something like 60 BPM and just play one note per click. Get used to being perfectly in sync with it. When you practice or learn anything on the piano, always, I repeat, always use the metronome to keep you honest. It will transform your playing from sounding amateur to accomplished. This is when you use whatever fingers feel okay at the moment. Maybe you use your index finger for 5 notes in a row, or you use your thumb on a black key in an awkward spot. This is like trying to run a race without a fixed stride pattern. Imagine Usain Bolt running the 100 meters by hopping on one leg for a few meters, then switching back to running on both legs, then hopping on one leg again. An amateur runner with a fixed stride will beat that version of Usain Bolt every single time. Good fingering is about planning ahead to make difficult passages feel easy and smooth. This is simple. When you learn a skill, lick or run, look up the fingering. Google it or watch a tutorial where you can see the pianist's hands. Write the fingering on your music and stick to it. It might feel weird at first, but you are building muscle memory that will make you a much faster and more fluid player. And if you cannot find the right fingering online, spend enough time creating one that works for you. Then repeat it until it becomes part of your muscle memory. Trap number 4 is a big one. Poor practice methods. Now, what does it look like? It looks like sitting down and playing your song from the beginning to end, messing up at the same spot every time. Getting frustrated, then doing it all over again. My friend, that isn't practice. That's just playing. You need to practice like a surgeon. Isolate the problem. Let's say there are 4 bars in that song that always trip you up. Don't play the whole song. Just play those 4 bars over and over and over again. Slowly at first, with your metronome. Remember? Then gradually speed it up. Always break your practice sessions down into tiny, malleable chunks. Practice the hard parts the most. When you can play every little chunk perfectly, then you can stitch them all together. Now let's talk about your mindset as a self-taught pianist. Trap number 5 is impatience. Maybe you started learning the piano because you wanted to play that epic movie theme or your favorite song to a loved one. But after a few weeks, you are still working on Mary Had a Little Lamb, which is quite annoying. And because of that, you get frustrated. You feel like you are not making progress. Listen, you have to reframe your mindset. Learning the piano is a marathon, not a sprint. You are building incredible skill from the ground up. Now, the secret is to celebrate small wins. Did you finally nail that tricky chord change? Awesome. Did you play a scale without any mistakes? Now that's a huge victory. Record yourself playing a couple of times every month. And anytime you feel down, just listen to last month's recording. I promise you, you will hear the progress. This is related to trap number 1, tension, but it deserves its own spot. Trap number 6, poor posture and technique. I'm talking about hunching over the keys as if you are trying to pounce on it, or just playing with flat pancake hands. This not only looks unprofessional, but kills your tone and puts you on a fast track to a sore back and weak fingers that can play fast. 2 things. First, your body. Sit on the front half of your bench or chair. Back straight, shoulders relaxed, feet flat on the floor. Make sure your keyboard is not at your elbow height. Second, your hands. Your hands should have a natural curve, like you are holding a small ball. Your fingers should be curved and firm, but not stiff. This posture gives you power, control, and endurance. Having unclear goals. You sit down to practice, but you don't really know what you are trying to accomplish. So you noodle around for about 20 minutes, play a bit of a song you know, and then leave. Not having really improved anything. Set a tiny specific goal for every single practice session. It could be, I will learn the first 2 lines of giant steps, or I will play my C major scale 3 times perfectly. Also, have bigger goals. In 1 month, I want to be able to play Fair Elise. A clear goal gives your practice direction and purpose. Lastly, make sure you track your progress. Real progress in every endeavor comes by knowing your past, your status quo, and where you want to go next. This brings us to the final and maybe the most important trap of all, not enjoying the process. You get so caught up in getting it right, in fixing mistakes, in practicing perfectly, that you forget why you started in the first place. With this type of overly serious and strict mindset, learning the piano becomes a boring chore instead of a source of joy. Please remember to have fun. Yes, do your focused practice, work on the hard parts, but always have some time at the end of your session to just play. Play that simple song you love. Try to improvise a little melody. Revisit an old piece that you can now play easily and just enjoy how it feels. The joy you get from doing things like these as the fuel that will keep you going on this lifelong journey. Remember, we are in a marathon, not a sprint. So there you have it, guys. 8 common traps and 8 escape plans for my self-taught piano players. If you recognize yourself in any of these, please don't feel bad. It's part of the process. The important thing is that now you know. And more importantly, you have the tools to fix them and become the pianist you want to be. So guys, which of these traps have you fallen into? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your story. It might also inspire another self-taught pianist to know that they are not alone in this journey. If this video helped you out, a single like will be amazing. And be sure to subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any new upload. Keep practicing, keep celebrating those small wins, and never forget to have fun. And also, if you want to get the chance to hop on a call with me, the link will be in the description. Until then, be creative.